education is a scam. That was like 10, 15 years ago. Things are changing. Now, I want to address the issue of Asagba of Asaba and Soludo telling Idibias, or, okay, you guys said it's not Idibia, it's Dibias. Dibias and chief priests to go and get registered for them to be able to practice their African tradition, whatever you call it. We need to understand that we are now in an era whereby if you open your mouth and say education is a scam, now you hunger go beat. Are you guys aware now that people, when they put up job opportunities like job opening, even as far as to house girl, they would prefer to employ an ND holder or somebody that at least is educated, that went to secondary school and graduated very well. Someone who can communicate very well. Someone who can speak English very fluently, because they don't want them to influence their children, influence members of their household. Education is now more important than you can think of. Why is that now more important in Africa, to be precise? Because there is a wave coming. It's not coincidence that I am called a reminder. I call myself the savior of Africa because a new religion is emerging, which is called the watered religion, whereby we are revolutionizing the African spirituality, uniting all the gods within the African spiritual context. So now the reason why especially the Igbos, Kofas, their Dibias are under attack is because more than 95% of these people that call themselves, I am chosen, I am a priest, I am Dibia, I am Ezewai, more than 95 to 97% of them are not educated. When you go deep to understand and study there, you will find out that majority of them picked up this profession. I call it a profession now, no longer a calling. I will tell you, it's now a profession, no longer a calling. It's because there is no money. A lot of them have chatted me up. One just yesterday chatted me up. So I don't know what is happening in my life. I have a call, but I don't know how to go about it. I am suffering. Let me tell you, more than 95% of people that chat me up that they are suffering is because they said they have a call. I went to his page. I saw him wear white, tie white with Fanta and a lot of things. So your ancestor called you, your deity called you to come and do this nonsense in an era when the ancestors of the white men that came to colonize us are helping them to advance in technology. You think Soludo does not have sense? You think Asagba does not have sense? You think they've not studied? They have studied these things happening around us, the ritual killings, the Yahoo, and a lot of things happening. And they said, I think it's better Christianity is better, safer for us. That was why Soludo said Anambra is a Christian state. The danger that these fake priests, the danger they have endangered our children is the reason why they said Anambra is what? Is a Christian state. Give me Soludo, or may you know that. Give me Soludo 1 hour to have a discussion about African spirituality. The man he go denounce Christianity one hand. As far as the Igbo traditionalists are concerned, only one person, Naimi, go stand up, could tell you, say, okay, this person is called, this person is chosen. One person, I can say that. But despite the fact that, some people, they are truly called, but because of you are called, but you don't have a purpose, you are not following the real reason why you were called, you deviate. The only person I'm saying is Mazi Dibia from Anambra State. He's the only one. Try to mention all of them. All the people who call themselves, say they be Dibia. Only one person, Mazi Dibia. Number one, he's educated, he's informed. When he started newly, he was talking about the importance of the African spirituality before he now deviated to the Igbo supremacy. The moment he deviated into the Igbo supremacy, that was when he actually started going down. I am still ready to follow him, even despite the fact that he has blocked me several times. Apart from Mazi Dibia, in fact, he's the only person I respected when it comes to that. It's just now I'm seeing, what's my brother's name? The one I did podcast with. Base Life Palace. When Base Life Palace started, he was only concerned with the truth about the Igbo culture and people, their origin, and the importance of everyone embracing their diverse cultural heritage. Until finally he woke up one morning and said he now is now seeing vision. I don't know whether another post I see where he was saying people should come for consultation and the rest of, and I was like, consultation with Afa and the rest of. I made a video and I said, if you are called that you were chosen by the gods, you don't need to throw cowries. You don't need to do any form of Afa to communicate with the deities and ancestors. They talk to you directly. Yes, they talk and communicate with you what? Directly. The idea that you have to throw Ifa, Afa, and Kolanot for you to understand messages from the gods were things that were only given to people who were interested in being priests. So they became what you call shrine assistant. So when the real main chief priest is not around, they throw Afa to communicate, because the gods cannot just communicate with them. So Afa throwing and cowries throwing become a medium through which they communicate. A true priest do not need a medium. When they sit, they summon. Like what I do, I call Amadioha and I summon. And I keep saying this, some of you still laugh. I have summoned since I've been called, since I started this my journey, I started this my movement, I have summoned a minimum more than 20 different deities, major deities, from Amadioha to Shango to Ajani to Olokun to Oya, Iyemoya, Odumakoma. Odumakoma have escorted me from Lagos to Port Harcourt and from Port Harcourt to Abuja. Port Harcourt deities invited me. Onishe of Ahaba invited me. So when Asagba made a post that if you are not an indigene of Asaba, you cannot go to the Ahaba. When I visited the Ahaba Shrine, the chiefs of Ahaba Shrine, the men that really communicate with Onishe, they welcome me with open hands. And if I want to visit Ahaba, if I want to visit Onishe, I will visit Onishe. But if the government make it, if the palace of Ahaba make it difficult for me to visit Onishe, I will respect their decision. But that will not stop me from visiting Onishe. We not they visit places by physically, no. I am only this body. If you decide to remove my heart, this heart of this vessel here, I go enter another person. And I will start. Now we just say, this man don't come back. He speaks and acts like Uzih. And I will not shame Buki. And I will make sure that whoever that is responsible for that, I'll wipe the whole of their generation until no one stand. And the bitterness of one person living one after the other from your generation, no matter who you are, being a governor, a president, I will so much remove your generation, that in less than 5 years, people will say it was what they did to this man that led to this. So my people, let me say this. The governor of Anambra State, the Asagba of Ahaba, they made these laws and decisions because of the nonsense that is happening within the African spirituality. Go to the internet. You see rubbish. They carry basket of Fanta, a lot of nonsense thrown inside the waters. We are trying to clear the water. You are polluting the water. The way they dress so uneducated, so uninformed, that even, you see, let me tell you, and I am saying this and I keep saying this, among all African spiritualists around the world, in connection with the African spirituality, I am the only one that made African spirituality attractable and beautiful. Go to my post. Go and see the temple I am building. Look at what I am doing. When the temple is done and you visit the temple, I say it by the water and I swear by my ancestors. I swear by Odumakoma. I swear by Onishe. I swear by Olokun. And I swear by Isis, by Ra, by Anubis, whom I am building that temple for. I swear by all the deities of Akebulam. When you step in, they're not born you where. They're not born that wish where. They're not born that ancestral covenant where. Say you will leave that temple. Temple never finish. People they give testimony. Temple never finish. People they pack sand of temple. They go to do things and then they come back with results. This was how it were when the Romans Ome, when Romans entered the temple of Thebes, what they saw, they couldn't fathom, and they started, they packed the temple to Europe. When they came to Kemet, when they came to Egypt, and they saw temple, they saw power, they tell them that we will help you rescue Egypt. But the only thing we need is, oh my God, Ome, we don't need money from you. Just carry temple, go our town, go online, check.
They don't know history. They just come online and be blabbing.
You think my ancestors, their shrine was in the bush? No. If they used gold, silver, diamond to erect shrines, every single person that walked in the pyramid of Giza was paid duly. They were buried properly. Thousands of people that built there. People were not even sowing seed. That was why I don't like people that sow seed in the water. Don't sow seed. You don't have money, stay. Let those who have the grace to make money, let them come to me. I will make them rich. I am rich. I single-handedly built that temple. People, when they support me, if you not send me 1 million, you are not supporting. You are not supporting. That's not support. 1 million. See, Ome, you cannot say this is what a deity wants out of enthusiasm. You say, okay, let me see how I can use corner to access them. This deity, they only collect gold. Bringing silver to them and some ornaments, you piece them up. Yesterday night, at the temple, I apologized. I say, they have only 100,000 and they did it collectively. You must not be part of something you are not up to. Relax. When your time comes, you will be able to do. See, do you know that to be a rich man is chosen? I think I will do a video on signs that you are born to be rich. When you are born to be rich, you cannot decide when you will be rich. When the time to be rich, Ome, that wife, you go divorce him. That husband, you go divorce him. That city, you go come out for them, Ome. That family, people go die, come out. And every obstacle have to go. You find out that you will just put your leg on one place. You will just marry one person. You will just born one pikin. All of a sudden, you go wake up one morning. You are already rich. That was what happened to me. That what happened to you too, Ome. If they tell you say you go deal where you day today now, you go believe. If Ome, if they tell you say you go day this life and you dey pay staff salary without you knowing, Ome, you dey pay domestic staff too for that matter. My people, African spirituality is not for poor people. It's not for people that are not educated. The poor people are supposed to remain poor so that those who are rich can just give them their daily bread. The Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven, is meant for poor people. That is why Christianity is mainly for the poor. It's for the poor. It's for the poor. Even Jesus told you guys, he said, men shall not live by bread alone, but that the word that cometh from the mouth. When we tell you remain there, remain there. Jesus was called for the poor, yet he was dining with the rich. Abi? He was dining with the rich. He rode a Range Rover in his time. I mean, they don't know, say, only prince and kings and rich men ride on virgin donkeys. Virgin donkeys are a tier rubber vehicle. Zacchaeus, was he a poor person? No. Go and read your Bible, whether the man was ever with the... He will always be with the rich, celebrating. Then a poor person will come. And guess what? Even when a poor woman comes, say, make it help, what you tell her? He say, He said the foods that is meant for the kings cannot be given to the dogs. Your Jesus Christ called somebody a dog. If I come out now and call una when not believe, una when be Christian and Muslim and I call una dog, una not take me to court and say, oh, you are deformation of character and deformation. But your own Jesus called a human being that he is supposed to be God over a dog. And the woman said, can't even the dog, a smart woman. So now, do you know why Jesus Christ helped that woman? It was not because the woman was poor, but he knew that the woman was so intelligent and educated. He said, I know you are poor, but because of your intelligence, you are welcome into the family of wealth. If you come and meet me, say, sir, help me. I say, are you educated? He say, no. Oh man, this is your lap. They confuse me. They just distract me. If you notice that they break or that they look down, they look like, I only like this clash. This is your body, too sweet. Confirm anytime they record me. Now back to the video. Another cut am. Back to the video. You see something. When you come and meet me and say, sir, things are hard. The first thing I will ask you, some of you know, are you educated? Say I not go school. How is that possible? We're already in an era whereby if you are not educated, you cannot make money. And that was this same era was the era of 10,000 years ago. Was the era of 4,000 years ago when they were building the pyramid. History has it that every single person that worked in that pyramid were all scientists and architects. As far as to the laborer,
they had medical HMOs.
Yes.
Now they have wages. They have allowances.
They were educated people. Every single laborer, even as far as to the one that carried stone, knew the size, the straightness of how come temples and monuments that were built in India, in Indonesia, in Mexico, in China, in South Africa, in Cairo, they are
same thing.
As the symmetrical, they are so symmetrical, they are so straight that now when we get technology, house bend, pillar bend, this one bend. See what they built for temple. I have to use rope to run around. Say POP have to make this thing. You cannot come to the temple and one place bend. I cannot build a temple that when you look at it tomorrow, you will not say, what is this? So my people, if your babalawo is not educated, run away. He's hungry. My job he do. He don't go meet one kind malicious spirit to collect power just for to see. Some can see, but they don't have solution for you. Thank you.